Polkadot value equivalent to $9.60 a coin. The present exchanged cost range, $8.19 to $9.671. The earlier day close, $8.19 The change was plus 0.328, plus 259%. Opposite rate, US to dot. Dollar to Polkadot estimate for June 2024. Before all else costed 117 coins. Excessive costs 149, while lows are 117. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 131. The US to dot conjecture toward the month's end 139, change for June 18.8%. US to dot expectation for July 2024. In the first place costed 139 coins. Exorbitant costs 139, while lows are 112. The found the middle value of costs 28. The US to dot gauge toward the month's ends 20, change for July 13.7%. Dollar to Polkadot figure for August 2024. Initially costed 120 coins. Excessive costs 20, while lows 97. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 110. The US to dot figure toward the month's ends 103, change for August 14.2%. US to dot expectation for September 2024. Before all else costed 103 coins. Excessive costs 103, while lows 89. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 198. The US to dot conjecture toward the month's end 0.95, change for September 7.8%. Dollar to Polkadot figure for October 2024. Initially cost at 0.95 coins. Excessive costs 102, while lows 88. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.95. The US to dot figure toward the month's end 0.94, change for October 1%. US to dot expectation for November 2024. Initially cost at 0.94 coins. Excessive costs were 98, while lows 85. The arrived at the midpoint of costs were 92. The US to dot figure toward the month's end 0.91, change for November 3.2%. Dollar to Polkadot figure for December 2024. Initially cost at 0.91 coins. Excessive costs were 97, while lows on 85. The arrived at the midpoint of costs are 91. The US to dot figure toward the month's end 0.90, change for December 1%. Before all else cost at 0.90 coins. Exorbitant costs 0.97, while lows on 84. The found the middle value of cost on 90. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end 0.90, change for January 0%. Dollar to Polkadot gauge for February 2025. To start with cost at 0.90 coins. Exorbitant costs 0.94, while lows on 82. The found the middle value of cost on 89. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end 0.88, change for February 2%. US to dot expectation for Walk 2025. In the first place cost at 0.88 coins. Exorbitant costs 0.93, while lows on 81. The found the middle value of cost on 87. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end 0.86, change for spring 3%. Dollar to Polkadot gauge for April 2025. In the first place cost at 0.86 coins. Exorbitant costs 0.93, while lows in 81. The found the middle value of cost in 87. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end 86, change for April 0%. US to dot expectation for May 2025. At the outset cost at 0.86 coins. Excessive costs 0.91, while lows on 79. The arrived at the midpoint of cost on 85. The US to dot figure toward the month's end 0.85, change for May 2%. Dollar to Polkadot conjecture for June 2025. Before all else cost at 0.85 coins. Excessive costs 0.85, while lows on 68. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.78. The US to dot conjecture toward the month's end 0.73, change for June 1%. US to dot expectation for July 2025. Initially cost at 0.73 coins. Excessive cost on 76, while lows on 66. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.71. The US to dot figure toward the month's end 0.70, change for July 1%. Dollar to Polkadot conjecture for August 2025. Initially cost at 0.70 coins. Excessive costs 0.90, while lows on 70. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.79. The US to dot figure toward the month's end 0.84, change for August 20%. To start with cost at 0.84 coins. Exorbitant costs on 86, while lows on 75. The found the middle value of cost on 81. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end on 80. Change for September 48%. Dollar to Polkadot figure for October 2025. To start with, cost at 0.80 coins. Exorbitant costs 0.96, while lows on 80. The found the middle value of cost on 86. US to dot gauge toward the month's end on 89. Change for October 11.3%. US to dot expectation for November 2025. At the outset, cost at 0.89 coins. Excessive costs on 114, while lows on 89. The arrived at the midpoint of cost on 100. The US to dot conjecture toward the month's end on 106. Change for November 19.1%. Dollar to Polkadot gauge for December 2025. In the first place, cost at 106 coins. Exorbitant costs on 106, while lows on 85. They found the middle value of cost on 97. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end on 91. Change for December 14.2%. US to dot expectation for January 2026. In the first place, cost at 0.91 coins. Exorbitant cost on 117, while lows on 91. They found the middle value of cost on 102. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end on 109. Change for January 19.8%. Dollar to Polkadot gauge for February 2026. In the first place, cost at 109 coins. Exorbitant costs on 139, while lows on 109. They found the middle value of costs on 122. The US to dot gauge toward the month's end on 129. Change for February 18.3%. US to dot expectation for Walk 2026. At the outset, cost at on 129 coins. Excessive costs on 166, while lows on 129. They arrived at the midpoint of costs on 145. The US to dot figure toward the month's ends on 154. Change for spring 19.4%. Dollar to Polkadot conjecture for April 2026. At the outset, cost at 154 coins. Excessive costs on 154, while lows on 129. They arrived at the midpoint of costs at 144. The US to dot conjecture toward the month's end on 138. Change for April 10.4%. US to dot expectation for May 2026. Initially cost at 138 coins. Excessive costs on 150, while lows on 130. They arrived at the midpoint of costs on 139. The US to dot figure toward the month's ends on 139. Change for May's 0.7%. Dollar to Polkadot conjecture for June 2026. Before all else, cost at 139 coins. Exorbitant costs on 178, while lows on 139. They found the middle value of cost on 156. The US to dot gauge toward the month's ends on 166.